All right, the next part will be the top. It's a little trickier and there's a couple things to watch out for. If you did both your ear flaps on the headband, it should look like this on both sides. When we get done with it, it's going to be sewed all the way around like this. So there's a couple things to watch out for. There's a couple times you're going to make sure you're still centered up and lined up. We're going to use the center line on the ear flap here and the center line on the top. We'll be able to count off and make sure we're still lined up. Then when we get over here to the back, same thing. We could number those and match them on the top. And then also, it's real important on the shell piece, we're going to sew all the way around and close it up at the back. On the liner piece though, we're going to leave a 10-stitch gap. So you're going to stop this stitch right here. You're going to stop this stitch right here. Then afterwards, we're going to cut that little bit of leather right there. You can go ahead and mark it. That way you don't forget. However you want to do it. So just count 5 off from the center going both ways. And mark them. And that's where we're going to stop. Sometimes I take a shirt, wad it up, put it on the inside. It makes it a little bit easier. And just like the ear flaps, we're going to start with the hemostats and tuck that hair in. Take the needle, push that hair down. We're going to get just one side of the leather. Start with a longer piece of thread on this one too than the ear flaps. Get a good knot in there. Match up the tally on the other side. Pull it through. And double it up. On to the next one. Take the needle, push that hair down. Line up the tallies. Pull it through. few stitches. We're going to take and move the hemos down. You don't always have to have these either. Sometimes you can get away with one of these binder clips like that. Maybe a clothespin, but these are definitely works the best. Alright, remember each stitch we're going to take that needle, spread that hair so we don't get any of it in the seam. Alright, getting close to the ear flap. Gets a little trickier to get all that hair tucked in. Still pushing that hair with the needle before each stitch. Alright, so I got the tally marks counted off from the center of the ear flap. There's going to be an extra mark here. And I just kind of try to pinch both sides of this seam with it. See, I got it right there in the corner. Got it tangled. I need to back it out. There we go. Alright, now I'm going to try to go through that same one to just the corner of the ear flap. Alright, so that's how I did that intersection there. You see there's one tally that goes right in the middle. Now my next stitch on both pieces is going to be 8 tally marks off the center line. Tuck the hair. This one's the one I marked 7. Just keep working it around. Every few stitches, move the hemostats forward, tuck that hair in. For each stitch, take that needle, push that hair down, line up your marks and push it through. All right, you see how here's where we started? Just working it all the way around. Then we get to here, we see we stayed lined up right, our center line goes across. Then when you get to here, you count off your tallies again and make sure you're lined up. Just keep working it all the way around until you get to the stop spot. On the liner, you're gonna leave that gap. On the shell piece, you're just gonna go all the way around. Usually I start in the front and work it back one way, then the other. It's easier with the grain of the fur instead of trying to go all the way around and come back against the grain this way. Yeah, once you get the top sewn on all the way around on both pieces, remember to leave that gap in the back on the liner piece. Then it'll be ready for the next step. It'll look like this. Two of them, you'll stack them inside one another. See how I get all that hair tucked in there? Get little marks lined up. You just keep going until you get them all done.